That was just a little bit of workout from earlier today. Hopefully you're getting your fit on as well. You know, it's 2019, so we gotta make sure we stay in shape. We gotta stay in shape for 2019, so do it as best as we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, and while I do that, you guys go ahead and enjoy this next installment. I think in this climate of inclusion and equality and diversity, I think this is a nice piece. So go ahead and get the reading, listening, watching, and then just share your thoughts as we always do. So enjoy this next one. I recently heard a statistic that said there are about 50% of women in the workforce, yet either 5 or less than 5% of those women are in executive roles. I have a lot of questions. One question that sticks out is, what is corporate America afraid of? It's that simple. I mean, if there are that many women working, shouldn't they be looked at as equal, because they are, as men? And I know many women that are in the workplace that do great work within their roles. So why aren't many women considered for executive type positions? It's a question to ponder. I applied for a position with an organization whose mission and vision I believed in. I was intrigued by the work they did in the community and their positive standing as a corporate citizen. I was excited when I got the call. The phone interview went well. A subsequent face-to-face interview was scheduled for the following Monday, where she wanted me to meet some of the staff that I would be working with. Apparently, she was not expecting me when I showed up. Anyway, the interview was brief. She couldn't get me out of her office fast enough. She went through a few basic questions and showed no interest in any of my responses. I did my best to answer each question properly and even gave a few examples of how I have dealt with specific situations in the past, but none of it mattered. She had made her decision the minute I walked in the door. Now, you know what I find intriguing is that it often seems as though women hold other women back. My question is, why? Are some women threatened by other women? Now, I'm not going to go deep into that. I know that can open up a lot of wounds, I should say, but it certainly seems that way. In this particular story, there's a young lady who just unfortunately seems to just fit into wrong categories for multiple reasons. I began by asking, is corporate America somehow afraid of promoting women? But it just seems like America itself needs to embrace, a lot of women who fit into these specific molds. This particular character in this story, by the way, Through the Eyes of Others is the name of this story. And it's just how people view other people. And, we have all these either conscious or unconscious biases, and we just sort of formulate opinions based on a look, an appearance, gender. Unfortunately, this young lady, again, she falls into these categories. One, she's a woman. Two, she happens to be a woman of color. Three, she is obese. Four, she is embracing the LGBTQ community as she's struggling to try to find who she is. So just fitting into these, multi-dimensional situations, she always seems to meet these, stops, these, halts that prevent her from moving forward. My question is why? Why do we as a society, judge these individuals, especially women, and prevent them from, proceeding? I think it's obviously unfair in this climate of, diversity, equality, inclusion. I think that we need to be open to the possibility that we are all the same and certainly can perform the same roles, same responsibilities, and in many cases, women have been known to do a lot better than men. And some may argue women are much, much smarter than men. I know many women that are very smart and can do any job that any man can do. So I think we just need to switch our mindset, and certainly we need to have that statistic either no longer be a statistic, or at least start by improving those numbers. 5% of women that are in executive roles is an alarming number, and that certainly should be much, much, much higher than that. So when you get an opportunity, read this particular one, and then as we do, let's talk about it. Let's comment. Let's go back and forth. Let's share some ideas. Let's come up with some suggestions on how we can, break this mold and get women put into positions that they deserve to be in. You know how we do. First we get our workout on, then we clean up, then we cook, right? I hope you enjoyed that one. It's definitely touching. Obviously, we all have a mother, we have sisters, we have wives, girlfriends, right? And they deserve to be treated as equals, not as second-class citizens the way we seem to be doing in many of our organizations. So, any opportunity you get, make sure you promote women all the way, right? They can do a job just like we can do the job. So you see me in the kitchen, I'm doing my thing. I hope you're doing yours. See you on the next one.